things in the Salesforce ecosystem of CRM analytics. So let's get started. First, I would like to share my screen and yeah, just a minute. I'll share my screen first.
Possible, Ravi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, as John said, so brief about me. So, I'm working as a Salesforce CRM analytics consultant in Wipro, and I have worked more than 4 to 5 years in especially in CRM analytics and more than 6 years in Salesforce ecosystem. So, uh, yeah, so this this is a brief about me, and for today's agenda on Salesforce CRM analytics, this is the brief agenda. Like first, we will go to CRM analytics introduction, what exactly it is and how it works. Then we will more work in the practical scenarios. Like I'll go through how can we implement the things on a practical way. So this session will be more on practical things and less on the uh, PPTs and documentation. So let's get started. Yeah. So first of all, like you have seen I hope that everyone has worked on Salesforce ecosystem. So many of the people have gone through the name like CRM analytics or Einstein analytics or Wave or CRMA, right? So all these things are same, so it's just a name evolution of CRM analytics. So first it was Wave, then the name was updated as Einstein Analytics. Then it came as a Tableau CRM, then CRM Analytics. So don't be afraid, or don't be confused if you see multiple names on this. So it's just a single thing, but it has different names. So just as per the market thing, so they are continuously evaluating the things, and they are giving the updated name. And we can say like Salesforce Analytics gives the historic view of the customer data to boost the productivity. Like what, you will get the question like what is CRM Analytics and how can we use that? Because some of people are Salesforce admins, some of the people are marketing consultants, sales cloud consultant, or service cloud, or developers. So what is the use of this, right? So basically, I can say in Salesforce CRM Analytics, it's the presentation of the data in the form of reports and dashboard. So you have heard or you have also worked in the Salesforce basics that we can create different kinds of dashboards, different kinds of reports of our existing data, right? So this is just an updated version of this. Like it's a tool, like in Salesforce ecosystem, they have built dedicatedly based on the data, whatever the data we have. So we can transform the data. We can uh, we can bring the data from the outside source, and then we can collectively do some calculations or whatever the requirement that we get, and then we can create a dashboard from that. Right. So this is how the basic introduction of CRM analytics. And if you don't get anything, so don't be worry. So once we start practical sessions, you will get to know the things. Okay. And this is the basic difference of CRM analytics versus Salesforce reports and dashboard, right? So many of the people have worked on reports and dashboard of the Salesforce CRM. So you might get question like we can also create the same thing on the Salesforce. So why we need CRM analytics, right? So these are the basic difference. Like there are lots of difference are there, but these are the basic and brief of the different differentiation, right? So we can use various external data with no code as a data connector. So in CRM analytics, with the help of data connectors that I will show you in the practical session, like we can bring the data without any code, and we can do some calculation, we some do transformation, and then represent the data in the form of reports or dashboards. So in the Salesforce reports dashboard, we can use only Salesforce data. We can integrate the data, integrate the systems and bring the data. So it requires the code. But here in CRM analysis, we didn't We did not write down any codes of that, right? Then in CRM analytics, we can bring high volume of data. Like based on the license that we have, we can bring millions and billions of data. But in Salesforce CRM, we have to work with a low amount of data. It's in CRM analytics, we can get very interactive dashboards. We can customize widgets, we can customize filters, we can use multiple global filters as well. But if you have worked in Salesforce CRM, you may know that in basic, so we have very limited types of charts, limited number of amount we can use as a global filter. So these are the limitations because Salesforce mostly bring on the things like as a dedicatedly, they have created the CRM analytics to work on the data, right? So you can see like we have the basic, like it's a platform and this is a tool of Salesforce CRM. So these are the basic major difference. So if we write differentiate, there are lots of difference. So this 5 to 6 are basic key difference of the CRM and Salesforce CRM. Okay, and I'll take a pause here. And if you have any questions or concerns, so feel free to raise your hand, or you can bring your question into the chat. We can communicate over that. Okay. Any questions to any people?
Still no questions. You can continue.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So, like, how can we use, or what are the initial setup things for Salesforce CRM? So, here are the things. So, at the end of the session, I will share some links to you guys. So, you can visit those links and create a sign up page. I mean, you can sign up for the Salesforce CRM Analytics, and you can use this org, like it's a normal org, like a normal Salesforce. So, this will be especially dedicated to Salesforce CRM Analytics, right? So these are the things. And for CRM Analytics, like in the existing thing, you can also give the license like CRM Analytics Plus to assign to yourself if you want to work. Then permission set and license, we have CRM Analytics Plus admin or user, whatever the profiles that we have. So these are the basic things to enter the CRM Analytics, right? So these two things are required. Okay, so now I'll show you a very high level architecture, like how it works. Okay, so this is the very simple and easy to understand the highly architecture. So in the backend, we have to deal with many of the things, but this is a very high level overview. Like here, you can see this is the Salesforce data. Once you logged into your Salesforce, you have like sign up to your Salesforce, or you have upload some CSV, or you have the data, right? So those Salesforce data you can bring to data asset. So with the help of that, you can create the data set. Those data set, like when you explore the data set, it becomes lens, and combinations of different lenses, we can create a dashboard. So today, in the practical session, I'll show you how it works. So from Salesforce to dashboard level, we are going to learn. Okay, we can also use CSV file. We can also use external data. So these are the things, very high level architecture of the things. But yeah, uh, this is a very high level thing. So if you like, feel free to ask me the questions, and don't worry, like this is like you may learn this first time, so you may get some uh, questions or concerns. So don't worry, in this session we will go through it. Okay, and here today we will talk about different terminologies like data sets, data sync, data flow, recipe, data set, lens, different kinds of connections. So these are the basic terminologies of the in CRM analytics. So we will go through it one by one. Okay. So let's get started. I'll show you, like I will directly jump to the demo part so we can have that things. Okay. So here, if you can see my screen, so this is the basic analytics studio page. So once you logged in, I'll show you from the beginning. So once you logged into your org, okay, so as you explore the app manager, you can click here and find Analytics Studio, right? So once you get permission set license and license to yourself, then Analytics Studio tab will open. Will You can get this, and once you explore this, I mean, go to this Analytics Studio. So everything we have to work it as here for CRM analytics. Okay, so here this is the home page. Uh, like we will go through it one by one, and here is the browse app. So in the browse, we can see many of the tabs like apps. So app is nothing just a folder. So in CRM, we use this terminology as a folder uh, in apps. So in different kinds of apps contains dashboards, components, reports, lands, data sets, template dashboards, whatever we have in the CRM. So we can use it. So here is the list of the dashboard. So this icon represent the dashboard. Okay. So if I click on the data set, so this hexagon is the symbol of data set. I'll show you what exactly the data set is. But here we will go this terminology. These are the favorites. So if we put any dashboard as a favorite, like sometimes we have to use, uh, we work on the same dashboard for multiple times. So we can set it as a favorite so we can access it in a faster way. These are the notifications. So these things we will see it later. And this is the main thing like data manager. Okay. I'll close this. So close this. Yeah. So this is the like very important page and very important things to understand. And everything we create, like whatever the things we create, it's in a data manager. It's like we can create recipes, we can create data flow, we can do connections, lots of things, right? So first, I'll come with the connection because this is the basic thing. Like without having a data, we can't do anything, right? So first, this is my connection, SFTC local. So whatever the data I have in my current org, I can bring it from the local connection, right? So if I click here and click on the edit object, so I have the list of object which is available and accessible in my Salesforce ecosystem. Like suppose in my Salesforce, I have account object. Account object is there, but somehow I can't see account object in my Salesforce CRM Analytics. So what is the reason? Because uh, for that particular account object, I don't have the rights or access to uh, get the account object. So you may get this things in the future if you work on this. So sometimes in the account object, you may not get ID, name, or type. So for that, you have to go here. I'll show you because this may come to when you start doing practice. I'll simply go to Object Manager, then I click go to account. Then these are the fields and relationship, right? So here, suppose I don't have access of account name, let's say, right? So here I can go view field visibility. Sorry, yeah, this view field visibility, and I'll select account name. So here I can see analytics cloud integration user, analytics cloud security user. So different kinds of license we have that. So if I want to edit or I want to uh, limited my access, so I can use that. So here is the field level security, right? So I can use that. So if I don't have access to here, I cannot see any field, whatever the field is there. So like if I want that particular access, I have to get it from here. But generally we have that access. But like when you start working on the actual orgs of the company org, so company data are very secured. So sometimes some like sensitive fields of the object, like amount, currency, sum of opportunity, whatever the fields we have, so they are restricted. So we have to get the access of that. So you can do it here. So on the overall level, here is the list of objects that I have in my CRM analytics, or right. So uh, every time, like if our org is continuously updating, like some sales representative logged in, do some, like if they are creating the opportunities, updating the amounts, updating the opportunity type, like start to close one, right? So we have to get latest data. So for that, I can schedule the connection. So every, like whatever I set here, we can schedule that. So I can get latest and updated things onto my CRM. So if I select every 24 hour, right? So every day, I want this connection to run automatically. So I don't need to log into my CRM analytics, then I have to run here. So I can set this automation. So it will run every 24 hour at 2:12 a.m. I can also select the time, whatever the time I would like. Let's say 12 a.m. So it will automatically run this data sync at 12 a.m. every 24 hours. So I don't need to start my system. I don't need to log in. It will automatically run it. And it will also give the status of that, like the data are run or not. So here is the thing. In the job monitor, I can see the things like whether my objects, my fields have run or not. So here I can see. These are the succeeded, these are the failed, cancelled, warning, running, or queue. Okay. Any questions?
No, Ravi, there is no questions. You can continue. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And feel free to ask questions in the chat as well. So, like, I will help you on this. Okay. So, this is the first thing, the data. Like, first we bring the data. Without getting the data, we can't do anything. I mean, like we want to create a interactive dashboard in CRMA, but we don't have data, so we can't represent it, right? So first thing is we have to bring the data, right? Suppose uh, I don't want to get the data from SFDC local. I have some data on my Google Analytics. I have some data in my AWS. So how to bring those data without writing no code, right? So here I will go to data manager, click on connections, and here there is an option of new connection. So here you can see I have multiple options to get the data, right? I have Snowflake connections, I have Google Analytics 4 connection, I have MuleSoft, lots of things, right? So suppose I want to get the data from Google Analytics, right? So I'll select it, click on next, and I will fill some information, like what will be the connection name, what is the developer name, description, then client email. So uh, this we like this two things we have to get it from the Google Analytics. Like suppose in our company team is working on the Google Analytics, so we have to get the client email and private key of that. Once we fill that, we will get the list of the connection like this. We will get the same thing, like whatever the data we want to select, we can select it here and we can bring the data. So here you have seen in SFDC local or whatever the external connectors that we have, we didn't write any code. So in CRM analytics, there is the facility to bring the data without writing a code. Like for few records, I mean, for few connections, we have to do some integrations. Like we can also bring those data from Salesforce CRM. Then we can use local connections and get the data We can also do that, or we can directly bring the data into our data set. There is also a way, but we will see in the later if we get uh, enough time. So these are the things. So we have done with the data, right? Then I'll come to recipe. So this is the actual development part. I mean, uh, uh, here we can join multiple objects. We can bring the data from CSV. We can transform that. We can do filter. We can append those data. We can update those. So everything data transformation thing we can do in the recipe part. So here is the list of the recipe that I have. And if I want to create a new recipe, so I can click here and it will open the separate page and we can uh, create the recipe, right? So first, uh, here is the input data. So when we are in the blank recipe, we can edit over here or we can do it here. So this both things are same. Then these are the undo, redo option, and these are the uh, join. Like if we want to uh, like modify the nodes, like the I'll show you once we bring the nodes. So we just want to simplify those, so we can do it here. It will automatically adjust the nodes, right? Here is the JSON. Like suppose we have multiple orgs, right? There is a production org, there is a SIT org, we have developer org. So if like we have created one recipe in the SIT org and we want to bring the same recipe in our developer or production node, right? So in the production, like without saving, I mean, without create in the private app, you want to see like whether the recipe is working, because in the production there are actual data, and maybe in SIT we don't have enough data to test, right? So for those purpose, we can upload the JSON from here. So like once we create the recipe, it will convert into JSON, so we can download the JSON and we can also upload the JSON, right? These are the refresh previews and disable data previews. So like these are two options available here, and these are the version history. Whenever you click on the save button, it will create a version of the recipe, right? So as a best practice, I would suggest like do everything and then click on the save, like when you once you work on the lower arc, because what will happen every time you put any node, then click on save, then again do some transformation, then click on save, so it will create the version of that. So what happened, it will save some versions like 15 to 20 versions. I'm not 100% sure how many versions uh, it gets saved, but mostly 20 to 15 to between 15 to 20. So then it will update the data, right? So I would suggest like do everything and then click on save. So you will get the exact thing if you want to downgrade your recipe, right? So if you want to see what was the previous version, right? So these are the basic things. And let's move it to input data. So when I click on the input data, so first we have to input something to transform the data or filter or whatever the things that we want, right? So then I have three options like CRM Analytics dataset, external connected objects, and Salesforce objects. So CRM Analytics dataset, I'll talk about this later once we create this recipe. External connected objects means whatever the objects that I bring from the external source, like Google Analytics, Snowflake, AWS, MuleSoft, right? So those, if I want to bring those data from the external source, then I can use that. And these are the Salesforce local objects, right? So so this just check marks, like if you want to see only external connections, so I can see that. But right now I don't have any connected source, so I don't have the data. So here you can see SFDC local. So these are the accounts. So I'll bring account, and in account I have 65 fields, if you can see here, right? So from 65 field, I would like to use only few fields, like 5 to 10 fields. So what I will do, uh, I'll select ID because ID is required to join with opportunity or whatever the data we would like to. Then name, type, then created date, let's say. Okay. So we have many options, but for now, I'll select only four. Okay. I'll click on next. So when I click on account object, account node, this is the expand and collapse option. So if you want to work on this thing, so you can expand it. And here uh, I have a replace option. So if I want to replace account with opportunity, so I can do that. I can select, let's say, opportunity. So it will bring opportunity here, right? So right now we will work in account. Then these are the change columns. So suppose in the beginning we have selected only four columns. So if you want to add or remove any columns, so I can do that. So I'll select billing city and billing state. So I'll do that. And here are the sample size. So in the preview option, recipe preview, by default, we get 2000 sample row. So we can work on them. So here we have, like in the latest version, last Salesforce release, we get that option, like we can get 5,000 sample size, 10,000 sample size. So we can also sampling the filter, like if we want to see specific for account type equals to customer, because like earlier what happened is we have multiple account types. So in few orgs, we have limited amount of data like 10,000 records, 20,000 records, or 1 million. So it may happens like suppose account type equals to customer. So uh, we have only 5 records of that. So in the sampling, there were only 2,000 records at that time. So in from 1 million records, it is very few chance to get account type equals to customer, because from 1 million I have only 5 records. So here I can filter it out. Like I want to get filters sample data of account type equals to customer, and I'll click on apply. So only those filtered data will populate. See, account type equals to customer, right? So here I can do some filtration, and these are just a sample records. In the actual data set, I will get all the data. This is just a data preview. Like if I want to do some transformations over here, so I can do that. So it is very helpful, but you will start to start understanding these things once you get some hands-on practice. Okay, so I'll put these things as is, and okay, stop 2000 records, and now I'll put opportunity, opportunity, or I can also select right here, choose a data set, opportunity, opportunity ID, account ID, opportunity name, stage name, then type, sorry, opportunity created date, and let's say amount. If we have amount, okay. So I have get opportunity. So now let's understand how to join, right? So for that, I'll show you here. So like anyone knows like how account and opportunity are uh, like how they are connected, like how can we get the data, like what is the relationship between account and object? Anyone can tell? Okay, let me tell you. So uh, first, what will happen? Like in the actual business, I have like I will get one account, right? Suppose I'm running a business. So first, I will go to client, right? So that client is for me, it's an account, right? So account one, account two, right? And account three, let's say. So for that, I'll meet the client and then I will create an opportunity. Like your company is running Salesforce, so I have certified Salesforce developer, certified Salesforce Sales Cloud consultant. So they have the opportunities. Like we want to create this this kind of business things into Salesforce CRM. So that I will create a business. So what happened? Like I have create two opportunities for one account, like opportunity one, opportunity two, right? So one account may have multiple opportunities, but it's not like one opportunity has one account, two opportunity has one account. Like it's not a reverse thing. Like account has opportunities, but opportunity, like it isn't things like opportunity with no accounts because we can't create any opportunities without account, right? So these are the things. So here, opportunity one, opportunity two, opportunity three, let's say. But we have this account, right? We just in a meeting with client, but we didn't create any opportunity. So what will happen? I have one account, but I can't create that opportunity. So these things may happen, like we don't have opportunity. So what will happen? If we want all opportunities, right? All opportunities in the recipe. So what will happen? We will keep opportunities in the left side, right? So all the opportunities will come and related account will come. So if we keep opportunity as left and account as right, so what will happen? We will get all this data, but we can't get account three. Why? Because there is no opportunity. So it will not get account data, right? So first, like it's a uh, normal way. I will create account and opportunity. So I will keep opportunity as left. So what will I do? I will drag this and drop it on the opportunity and keep it as join. Okay. So here you can see opportunity and account. There are different kinds of relationship, lookup, left join, right, inner join, outer join, and cross join. So like due to limited time availability, I will not go through deep in here, but we can join this account, right? And this is the API name that I give, and I'll apply. So what will happen? Uh, I will get all the opportunities and related accounts here, right? So I can give the name like lookup opportunity plus account. Okay, so here I can do. So if I want to filter, like suppose I want to keep a filter, like I need account type equals to customer, so I can do that. So account type equals to customer, simple. So I will get only uh, account type equals to customer data. So this is the actual thing. I mean, here we have seen as a sample records, but if we put filter node and then we do some filtration, then we will get only filtered data, right? If we do some transformations, like transformation is a very uh, large topic, but because we can use different kinds of formula, we can create conditions over there. So this is trim. So we can trim the data. Like there are lots of features available in the transformer. So if you want to substring, then split lowercase, uppercase, because like some data if you want to uh, simplify the data, like if you want to clean the data, so we can use that. Like some records are organized in the capital letters only, some are in the lowercase only, so we can have that. we can replace the data. Like suppose if we have customer, but we want to replace it with customers, then we can use that. We can use text to number, text to date, because in the data type, like once we have uploaded the data in the CSV format, and at that time we forget to use date node, I mean date field as a date instead of uh, text. So we can update it here. So we can use it. These are the format dates. So we can change the format types like year, month, date, hours, minute, second. So we can use that. These are the bucket things. So we can bucket it like uh, suppose if we have customer and customers value, so those two values we can combine. Like if we find customer or customers, then we can combine those values. So these are the things. So like we can use those bucket values. These are the flatten. So flatten mostly used in the security predicate. So I'll go with that part, security predicate. These are the edit attributes. So basically it used in to change the column label. Like this is account dot created date, right? So if I use this account dot created date, so account created date. So I can use that. So I want to remove this dot, or I want to write only created date. So I can use edit attributes like this. Here you can see created date. So this is the edit attributes works. These are the drop columns. So we created the recipe, and in the final, we came to know that in the actual dashboard, we don't use this, like we don't want to use this. So we can drop this column. So it will not come to here, right? So we can use drop columns. And here, these are the analysis part, like detect sentiment analysis, predict missing values, then time series forecasting, cluster analysis. So these are very, I mean, huge things like sentiment analysis. Like if you want to work, like if our data are working on the customer service, so like we don't have time to read each and every comments of the customer, right? So suppose if we are using email to case or whatever the things, and then we resolve the case and we get the feedback of the customer, so it will automatically detect the way of customers reply, like whether customer is satisfied or not. So based on that, it will give us the value of sentiment analysis. So we can use that, but due to time availability, we can't go each and every node. So here I'll put this out as a data set, and here uh, account opportunity. So I will give the data set name as account opportunity, but ideally we have to give it in the proper name. I'll save this in the my private app or customer insight dashboard, right? And do that. So I will click on save and run account opportunity. This is my recipe name. So it will save it and run in the backend. Here you can see it is running, right? So it will take a few minutes, like based on the data volume. Like if we have billions of records, so it will get more time to run. And based on the recipe, like how complex our recipe is, because each and every node in the recipe will increase the time, right? So we don't have much nodes, so it will take hardly 1 or 2 minutes to run, and then we'll explore this. And feel free to ask the questions. Mm, like I'll try to cover everything, but like we have only 1 hour session, so I'll try my best to cover as much as possible. And here you have seen, like our recipe has been succeeded. So this recipe has run, and now we will explore the data. So this is the data asset. So uh, now this recipe has a data set. So this is called the data set, right? So here are the list of data set, and we will find our data set, account opportunity, this one, right? And here we can see there are 517 rows. Okay, so when I click here, so I will get the more details on this. And once I click on explore button, I will explore it. So here I can see 517. So this is the chart type. These are the compatible. I can use pivot table or I can use values table like this. So first I will use compatible, and I want to see like uh, account name and its opportunity amount. So these are the opportunity. And if I want to put it in descending order, so I can see highest opportunity amount is Harris 13 incorporation. So here I can represent the data, right? And then I'll select opportunity type. I can also drag it from here so I can see the opportunity type wise data. Okay. I can also filter the data like opportunity type equals to new business. So I can see for new business, I get this amount, and I can also get the totals field. Like this is my from the new business, I get this opportunity amount, right? Uh, Stage closed one. So these are my closed one stage, right? So like we can do lots of things in this is a lens. Like this is called the lens. Okay, this is my data set. In the recipe, I have created a data set. Then I explore the data set. Explore the data set becomes the lens. And now we can use this lens in the dashboard. Okay. So I can represent this in a different kinds of forms like charts, tables, everything. Right. So we have some ready-made options here. Suppose I want to create this in a column chart. Right. And here I want to limit it by only 20. So only 20 bar chart will come. Okay. If I want to do this in a donut chart, so donut will come. Okay. So here I can represent my data, whatever I create. I'll go back here. And so this is the drag and drop thing. Like we didn't write any code till now, right? So whatever we do it here, there is a code which is written automatically. This is called SACL, Salesforce Analytics Query Language. So if developer wants to create it from writing a code, so there is also an option. We can also do some bindings, uh, uh, customizations with the help of SACL. So many of the features we can do if we don't want to disturb the recipe, but we want to achieve this with the help of SACL, so we can do it, right? So here is the code. We didn't write this code, but whatever we do it here, uh, it will automatically write the code behind that. So this is the behind the scene thing. So here you can see, right? And now I'll show you uh, uh, how we can create the dashboard. So I will simply go to Analytics Studio. I'll click on create, then dashboard. So there is an option like I want to create a blank dashboard or template dashboard. So I'll create a blank dashboard. I have here I have lots of options like if I want to create a chart, then table. So simply I will drag this and drop it. I can easily uh, resize the table. I'll click the table, then I'll select my data set. So this is my data set that we have created few minutes back, and then I'll put here. So here you can see it's very easy and instantly I have created my uh, value table, right? So here you have seen, like you can see there is a blank spaces there. So I'll go to space and fit to widget. So I'll preview so I can see the data, right? So many of the things we can cover it without writing a code, right? So like when complexity came, we have to write a code. Like we can use cycle, we have to use bindings. So that we can use. And this is the advanced editor. So when we select the widget, there is an option of advanced editor. And here we can see there is a code behind that. So we can obviously edit the code. We can change it as per uh, our requirements, and we can achieve it. Right. So there are lots of things which is here, but I would suggest like you can go through Trailheads, Salesforce Trailhead, which we have, and explore the things one by one. Right. So like if you start working on this and if you find any errors or if you want to get some more knowledge, so you can also reach out to me. I'll definitely help you on this. And after that, I would like to show one dashboard uh, for your understanding. See, this is how we like CRM analytics dashboard look like. So this is customer insight service performance dashboard. So here I can see this is a case backlog. Open cases are 177, active agents 20. So 20 agents are working on this case. Then these are the escalated cases. And if I want to get the data on more details, so I will click here. So you can see. So these are the values table. So suppose, uh, like in the last month, I have 38 backlog. So I want to see what are the 38 backlogs are, right? Or this. So this table will automatically update based on the selection that we have. And suppose if we want to see close date of August 21, so it will populate the data. So whatever we do here, it will automatically facet the selected item. So this is the ground level. So from top level to bottom level. So from the record level, we can see the data. And if I want to open this particular record, because as a high level, I want to see like why this case still not resolved or what is the history of this case. So I'll select it and click on the open record. So it will go to the lightning page of this case and I can see the rest of the details. Right. So this level we can use CRM analytics functionality. So this is just like as per my knowledge, I have covered only 1 to 2% here, but it's a very vast thing. We can achieve and represent the data as much as we thought, and whatever we imagine over the data, we can definitely uh, pursue here. And like I would suggest, like you go through it, and I'll definitely help you after this session as well. So if you find any issues or if you want to learn any particular part from this, like if you want to learn the recipe, how recipe works. So before that recipe, there was a data flow. Now it is degrading. I mean, like Salesforce is not uh, more specifically moved to recipe. So we are getting recipe more stronger and stronger. So every companies are switching from data flow to recipe. So recipe has it is getting lots of new features in every releases. So we can use recipe. So if you want to learn this, you can definitely reach out to me. I will definitely give my best to teach you the recipe, like how can we transform the data, how can we uh, use more of the recipe part, right? So these are the thing, and I'll take a pause here. Anyone have any questions over this dashboards, over the CRM analytics. So feel free to ask.
Ravi, in the QA part, there is some question. Can you take that?
Okay. Yeah. Mm, yeah. First, I'll go with account parent. Okay. One to many relationship. Okay. If for the account have, okay, I'll go with Purnachandar's question. Like if for the account have multiple products sold for years with multiple opportunities, one per year assume, and can we make those products to see compare with years respective more like last year and represent respective products need to see the quality. Yeah. So what happen is if we have the data like in our org, if we have the data like last year's data and we bring those data into our CRM analytics, so definitely we can make comparison. Even in the recipe, we can do those calculation and transformation over here, and then we can represent over the dashboard layer. So we can achieve that. Then next question will be assume with the closing date on opportunity lines as well in the dashboard view. So opportunity with the closing date on the opportunity. So that I'm not sure on this, but I think you want the data visible like this, uh, kind of this. So if this is your question, then we can definitely achieve that. And if you are not, I mean, if you are trying to say like different things, so feel free to ask on the chat. Then also I heard Analytics Studio. Okay, so yeah, so everything we do in the Analytics Studio. So everything that we have done, like we have seen the recipe, we have seen the dashboard. So all these things are the in the Analytics Studio. I'm not sure, like, is that going to retire soon? I didn't heard that news, so no, I'm not sure on this. Yeah, I'll come to this question. How is the job market for CRM analytics in India? How can we move from QA? Yeah, so yeah, Ankit. So for this, we have a great opportunity in CRM analytics. Like as per my knowledge and experience, I can say we have a very good opportunity. And like whatever your profile is, whether you are in QA or admin, you can start making your career in CRM analytics. So you can just start working on the trailheads. You do some uh, data transformation at your own, and yeah, like as per my knowledge, it's a good good thing to move to CRM analytics. And moving to the last thing, yeah, can I speak related to uh, okay, Analytics Studio. Analytics is a demo org or available in any org. So, like, not it is a demo org. So we can use the demo org, like we can use the Analytics Studio if we have that license in your current org. So you can assign that license to yourself, or I'll give you that sign up page. So you can just sign up page, and then you can use that. And with respect to Analytics Studio is expiring. So, like, if, what I'm thinking is if this tool is going to expire, so there is no releases comes every three times a year. So, like, data flow is going to expire, right? So there is no update or any releases coming since last 2.5 years. So, but in the Analytics Studio, we are getting uh, uh, every time we are getting the updates, right? Every time we are getting the new features and new things in the CRM analytics. So I don't think so it will get expired, but I didn't heard any kind of news on this. So And next question is what is different from data cloud is CRM analytics. Data cloud is a different thing, and CRM analytics is a different thing. So data cloud, have like if you remember, like if you have gone through the data cloud. So in the data cloud, we there is a similar kind of UI of the recipe, like whatever the transform that we do in the data cloud. Like that UI is kind of the recipe, like whatever we have UI of the recipe is the similar UI of the data cloud for data transformation. But we can use data cloud's data into CRM analytics. There is a direct we can use that. So for that we don't need any code. But data cloud is a different thing. So data cloud brings data from the different apps and many more. Data cloud is very vast thing, so we can. It's a very long discussion to do that. Next question is, can you please show us how can we code in CRM Analytics to design our dashboard if possible? Thanks. Okay, so yeah, I'll share you. So in the CRM Analytics, we may have multiple things like so. This is a actual we can code is here. Like suppose if you want to filter, right? So I can write code filter Q, and then I'll write a syntax over here. So I can write syntax from here, or uh, I can do this account type equals to customer. I can do it from here, or I can write the same thing over the filter here, this one. But one thing to remember, when we use this, like when we use cycle mode, we can't edit. Like there is no option of plus, or we cannot use directly. We can add or remove any fields from here. We can remove that, but we cannot add any fields from here. So let me show you how. So suppose I put a filter over here. I'll run the query, and then I'll go back to compatible. So here you can see there is no plus option. So after using cycle, I have to always use the cycle, because once we use the features of cycle, I can't use the standard functionality anyway. Where we can start. Uh, I hope I have cleared your doubt, Purnachandra. And yeah, you can share your thoughts. And Ankit Gupta, I'll share the sign up page link so you can do that. Uh, anyone wants to say anything?
No, Ravi, there is no other question. Thank you
Okay.
for giving time.
Yeah. Thank you. And
Thank you
last
for the
question.
information.
Yeah, last question I get from Purnachandra is, will the dashboard part also affect if we code? Like in the dashboard, what happen is like we edit particular query. So we can use multiple query in the same dashboard. So that will affect only that particular part of the dashboard. So in the dashboard, we have two things. One is table and one is chart. So we have added the chart in the cycle. So it will not affect to the table that we have in the same dashboard. So that dashboard will separately different, but we can come like use that as a faceting. So if we change anything over the chart, the table will get affected. So this is the based on the faceting option. So that we have to make sure on this.